if it's
Oh
fine,
yeah. Let me
or increase the
hello,
volume.
hello, hello.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine.
Okay.
Again, congratulations, amazing game, you guys. It was pretty one-sided. It didn't seem like they had a chance. But this is not the first game of. I mean, this is not the only game you would play this week. It would be another game, which would be against EG. First of all,
Mm.
let's talk about that game since it would be it's pretty close. What do you think about the about your opponents? What do you think about EG, given how they have performed so far?
Um, they've been performing not great so far, but I don't think they're a team to take lightly.
Yeah,
Especially with Jagamo being a world champion and with Potter being known to like take underrated talent and make them really, really good.
yeah,
It's definitely a team that we have to take very seriously. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Potter also tweeted that she hasn't lost to Kaplan yet, and this was the
Mm.
this was a question asked to you on stage. But if you want to reiterate, what do you think? What do you think? Yeah, you this was the first time Potter loses to Kaplan.
Maybe. I don't know. If we win, then yeah.
Yeah. What do you think would be the game plan for taking down Easy? What do you think would be the crucial way that you guys would have, or something crucial that you have to do so that you can and you ensure the victory?
I think just coming in and playing confidently. For us, like this week, I think we played very confident right out the gate. Like we
Yeah,
didn't really have a slow start. We didn't have to, go down super early and have to like
yeah,
dig ourselves out of a hole. So I think if we can just come in against DG and be very strong out the gate, have a lot of energy out the gate, then we'll be in a good spot.
yeah. Talking about obviously today's game, this is the first week and you had enough preparation time, but it was not enough till 6 days. What did
Mm.
you guys, especially after last time's game, was there anything you guys specifically discussed?
Um, I mean, we just kind of focused on ourselves and focused on the mistakes that we made.
Yeah,
We came in very slow and very kind of like sloth like against Lev, and
yeah,
we went down like 0-8 right at the start.
yeah,
We really didn't want that to happen today. We did a lot to make sure that we had good energy and good strategy going into the match so that we could start off strong. I
yeah,
think something similar, or like we'll do something similar to that going into the EG game. I think it's something we're going to emphasize going forward.
yeah. Talking about Leviathan game, obviously one big event, if you would, if I could say, was ours was dropping 47 kills, and this you have been a player for a long time. It's almost 3 years now. What do you do in such cases where a player is just taking over the game and you have no control over what I mean, every time you guys are peeking, it was not you peeking alone or someone else peeking alone. There were mistakes, but mistakes weren't you peeking as much, but you're still getting away with those frags, getting 2 kills even if you peek together. What do you do in such scenarios to ensure that you close out the games? What is the plan of action then?
Just making sure you play good team Valorant. Valorant's a game where anyone can really kind of go crazy on a given day.
Yeah,
Like a lot of all the players in this league have like very very high pop off potential. So
yeah,
you always have to watch out for that from any player. It's just about playing good team Valorant, making sure you're doing things together.
yeah,
They punish mistakes very easily, so you just need to try and make as little as possible.
yeah. Yeah, I think can you repeat the answer? Sorry, I think I was cut or the broadcast was cut in second.
Mm. I think
It's a
in this
TLDR. It's
league,
fine. You don't
every
have to
player,
repeat the whole. Sorry.
uh,
You don't have to
the
repeat the
whole
whole
thing.
answer. You don't have to repeat. Just TLDR. Like, what do you think was the key? What would be the key taking down?
Um, just playing good team Valorant and trying to make little mistakes because if a player is very hot, they can punish the mistakes very easily. So just trying to play good, clean team Valorant,
Yeah,
trying to shut them down like that.
yeah. Thank you so much. Sorry about the loss.
Oh, no
I
problem, no
mean,
problem.
yeah. Talking about today's game, was there anything particular that you thought that didn't go your way? Anything you would want to discuss with the team? Because it seemed very one-sided.
Um, I would say there were some post plants we had that were a bit messy. I think that's like my biggest like negative from today.
Yeah,
There's always going to be stuff to clean up. I think I would need to watch through the VOD
yeah,
to really see like what individual mistakes that we made. But I think like team aspect, like our biggest weakness today was our post plants. I think
yeah,
we did hold them, but we should have we should have dominated them, and
yeah,
we let some of the rounds get close when we really should have won with like 5 people
yeah,
alive. So I think just trying to clean that up. That's probably like our biggest takeaway from today. or at least for me.
Yeah. Yeah. uh, First, now obviously we have been you have been asked a lot of times, and I think I have asked you this multiple times. I think last time we talked during vctamericas kickoff, but I was asking now, I am asking you again because it's been a while. You are an international champion now. You dumpstered on international teams. Some of the games were really good from your side. How confident are you on your Duelist now that you have a trophy to back it up?
Now that I have a trophy to pack it, and even without the trophy's nice. But I would say just with the experience that I've gotten over the
Yeah.
last year and a half now of playing Duelist, I feel so much more confident on it now compared to even like a few months ago.
Yeah.
I just feel like the international experience that I just got, as well as like being able to play in this league,
Yeah.
um, being able to play against such high level players, like I really feel confident in my Duelist
Yeah.
now. I've gotten a lot of high level practice.
Yeah. Is there anything you think you would have to work on for as an part of Duelist, playing your Duelist? Is there any aspect you think you might need a little bit more work than you would become the best in the world?
I still think decision making. The thing with, or at least in my opinion, the hardest thing about Duelist is you have to make very quick decisions, and usually
Yeah.
you're the first one in, so you have to be able to take in a lot of information. Like if you entry into a site, you need to be able to see a lot of stuff
Yeah.
and be able to decide very quickly what you want to do. So I think that will always be, like for me and for like every Duelist, that will always be the biggest thing that we always need to improve on.
Yeah.
So that's something myself like working a lot on going forward.
Yep. Uh, Now game related questions. We have seen Club and see you. I think you are allowed to explore playing with her, right? You are allowed to play. What do you make of the agent? Do you think she is a good agent? Can she be integrated into the current meta?
Um, I think they're relatively. I don't think they're okay. I don't think
Yeah.
they're that
Yeah.
strong. But I do think they're good. I think you need to because they don't really have smokes. Like the smokes only last I think 12, 13 seconds, and you only get two of them. So
Yeah.
having a smoker that only has 25 seconds of smokes when the round is like a minute 40,
Yeah.
it's not the best. So I think you need to pair them with another smoker
Yeah.
if you really want to make them work. But I don't know in the current meta if that's really what people want to be doing.
Yeah.
I think you'll see them just a little bit going forward. People are going to be experimenting, but I don't see them like being like a huge agent that everyone's going to play right away.
Yeah. uh, Talking about other main aspect of any competitive game are the maps. Not a lot of people like the current map pool. They What are your thoughts on it? What do you think about the current map? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
Um, in pro play, I don't mind the map pool. I think all the maps. I think there's a wide range of like between the different maps, there's a wide range of playstyles that you can play. So I don't mind it in pro play. In ranked though, Icebox and Breeze are terrible for ranked. I really dislike them in
Yeah.
ranked. They're very not fun to play, and I don't think anyone has fun playing
Yeah.
them. At least in my games,
Yeah.
because everyone just walks around and lurks. No one really uses any abilities. It's just
Yeah.
who's behind who.
Yeah.
So I really just like the current ranked pool, but in pro play, because there's so much like diversity and people play in so many different ways,
Yeah.
I don't mind it in like matches and stuff.
Yeah. Talking about diversity, we have seen people play a lot of different agents right now. There is definitely a meta that people are following, but there's still teams that are outliers, teams trying different stuff. Euro is people trying to experiment Euro. What do you think is good for? I mean, what do you think about the meta, about the current diversity? Do you think it's good for the game? It's bad for the game? Do you think Valorant would always be a meta-centric game, or how would it be?
Um, I think the meta's in a pretty good spot right now, agent wise. The
Yeah,
only like complaint I have is there are some agents that feel like completely useless.
yeah,
Mainly like ISO. Like I don't think anyone's gonna play him unless they're trying to lose.
yeah,
So and I guess he's the only like useless agent. I'm trying to think if there's another one who no one plays at all. I guess Clove right now, just because they
yeah,
just got activated. But I don't think you'll see them that much. I guess my only complaint is that certain agents are like completely useless, like
yeah,
ISO, and even some of the duelists. Like people don't really play Reyna except for in some niche cases, like on
yeah,
Icebox or other maps like that. So I think some agents are a bit over underwhelming. Sorry, I think
yeah,
that's like my biggest complaint that some agents are kind of underwhelming. But I think for the most part, the agents that are pretty in the meta right now are pretty well balanced.
yeah,
Ray's Jet are pretty fun to watch and play. Phoenix is sneaking into the meta
yeah,
slowly, and he's also very fun as well.
yeah.
Neon is still a sleeper pick. People underrate her, but she's still very, very
Yeah.
strong, especially when you can break the cipher chips.
Yeah.
So I'd say like Duelist in a good spot, and then Smokers like everyone's played, and Senti everyone's played except like Chamber, but even sometimes you see Chamber. So I do think the meta's in a good spot right now.
Yep. Okay. Uh, Obviously, the one thing that would be, I mean, given you have been a pro for 3 years, what do you think of the level of competition in Valorant this year? Because it seems like a lot of teams. This usually it was very top heavy. Not Americas. Americas was always a region that had a lot of potential, had a lot of at a bigger talent pool, so everyone was vying for the top spot. But other regions seem to be lacking the amount of teams that were actually in contention for the championship. It now it's kind of seems, especially from the first international event we saw, that every region has at least two good teams. And what are your thoughts, given you have faced them, you have faced a lot of AMA teams for Sims? What do you think about the competition level of competition, level of Valorant
I
play?
think the level of
So
I think the level of competition across all regions is really high right now. I think like in the Americas region, I think there's like a good three, four, even five teams trying to
yeah,
vie for the top spot, and I think that's really cool.
yeah,
Last year it felt like it was just like Loud and I guess
yeah,
NRG last year. It felt like them two were like a tier above everyone else. But right now, I feel like it's a more even playing field, especially
yeah,
at the top of the region. And in EMEA, APAC, and China, like having scrimmed against and played against all those regions now, both like at Madrid and like previously,
yeah,
I feel like everyone's really like leveled up their gameplay.
yeah,
Teams play a lot more what's it called? Teams play a lot more together. It doesn't feel like people are just running around doing their own thing anymore. I think everyone is playing at a much higher level now, and I think it makes for the international events to be a lot more fun, especially when we get into events with more teams, so like this next Masters and even Champs when they have I think 16 teams.
yeah,
I think when we get to see a lot of different teams represented at the highest level, it's going to be really really fun.
yeah. Would Is there a team you would want to face at the next event?
No,
No. Okay.
anyone,
Yeah.
I'll play anyone
Yeah. Uh, let's go over some fun questions. Any agent you would play for the rest of your life? One agent, just one.
for the rest of my life.
Yeah. Like,
Probably Rays. I just
yeah,
think the double satchel movement is so fun and you can apply it in so many places. So probably that.
yeah. Vandal or Phantom?
Um, I have a weird answer to this. Online, I like the Vandal, and
Yeah,
on LAN, like in person, I like the Phantom.
yeah. Which are your favorite skins for both of them?
For my Vandal, I like the Forsaken skin as well as the Prelude to Chaos.
Yeah,
For Phantom, I like the Oni Phantom and I like the Recon Phantom.
yeah. Since you are a duelist and also an operator, is there an operator skin of your choice?
I like the Forsaken op. I also like what was it called? I think it's called Valiant Hero.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot what.
yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the other one I like.
yeah. Favorite map. Personally, favorite map.
Favorite map? Um, I miss Haven. I miss
Yeah,
Haven a lot. I think that's
everyone
my
does.
favorite map.
Everyone does. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you
Thank you.
win much more games and we see you at another international events. Congratulations
Thank
once
you so
again.
much.
Have a great night.